'Cause I'm a singer. 'Cause I'm a podcaster.
Hello, and welcome to Did You Mean to Say That? The podcast where we did not mean to say that. I'm your co-host, Erin.
And I'm your co-host, Bobby. Happy Mother's Day. Oh my god, Tay just texted us right now and said, I love H&M and stole a dress. Hee hee.
Like, no one's really spoken today, and she just goes, I love H&M. Like, totally, girl. We do need to address last week and how we did not mean to say any of that.
It was so funny, though. And it's one of our most viewed episodes.
Yes. Okay. Thank you to Morgan, Mackenzie, and Tay, because that is our second highest viewed episode, and we did not even promote it.
That's funny
I
as fuck.
literally put it up and said, go watch it or don't. I don't give a fuck.
People must have really been invested in the feud.
I think people really want to know what we as a collective group of clear Drake stans had to say about it.
I knew less after filming that than I did before. Like, I was not there for that whole podcast. I watched it and I was like, no.
Lights were on. No one was home.
I don't even think the lights were on.
The lights were off at one point, actually. They, died.
Oh, well, right.
This broke fully. Like, it just stopped working.
It was the best day of my life. That was so funny.
It was so fun. We needed that.
I love filming on holidays. It is Mother's Day. Imagine if we just went out and got fucked up on Mother's Day. Like,
I literally thought about it. I was like, okay, I was editing it and I was like, we need to get, this next episode needs to be, normal and fine. And then I thought, but what if we did another Sunday fun day and just got drunk again? Wouldn't that be so fun? Didn't know it was Mother's Day.
Second most viewed episode, so something was right.
I know. We did some type of whatever formula. We may need to try that again. But thank you for tuning in. We really appreciate it. And just know that everything has changed since then. Everything's changed. Drake's latest song had not come out by the time we filmed that. It dropped 2 hours later. And it sucks, and it's really bad. It's a really bad song.
I didn't even know about that.
It's so boring, and don't even worry about it. It's literally just him getting on a track and saying, guys, come on, I'm not a pedophile.
Oh.
At one point,
come on,
he
guys,
says,
come on.
No, literally, that's the whole song sounds like that. At one point, he literally utters the words, I'm too famous for that. And it's shouldn't have said that.
Yeah.
The most billionaire, famous, crazy dudes ever are pedophiles.
Right.
That's kind of the whole thing. So it was just a very weird thing to say. But it's also people were attacking him for not responding to those allegations. And then when he did, they were like, why would you even answer this? If you weren't a pedophile, you wouldn't even address it. You're so defensive.
You can't please everyone, I guess.
You can't. There's no winning. The court of public opinion decided that Kendrick won before Drake ever opened his mouth. So it is what it is.
Congratulations, Kenneth.
Yeah, congrats, Kenty.
Oh. That was a deep cut. I thought you were talking about my hacked Twitter.
I am now.
When my ex-boyfriend hacked my Twitter. Oh, well. Maybe he didn't. He did.
He did.
He did not.
I don't know, dude.
Never mind.
We've talked about that before.
Okay, perfect.
They're familiar with the lore. Anyway, yeah, thank you so much for watching that. And in terms of where we stand in the beef now, allegedly, people think Drake's going to drop today because it is Kendrick Lamar's baby mother's birthday, and it's also Mother's Day. People think he's going to drop today. Girl, I actually need to fill you in on some psycho shit.
Okay.
So since we've last filmed, yes, Drake dropped The Heart Part 6. Let me explain this to you.
The Heart Part 6?
The Heart Part 6, okay?
Okay.
Kendrick has these songs called The Heart Part 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Oh.
And every time on a Heart Part whatever, he really talks his shit. They're some of his best songs. It's a very coveted piece of art when he drops a Heart Part whatever.
Okay.
Which is why it was very cunty of Drake to drop it and call it The Heart Part 6.
Mm-hmm.
But then it was a terrible song. And he was hardly dissing Kendrick at all. And it's just you could have called it anything else. That was a really bad move. Then he basically makes fun of Kendrick Lamar for being molested as a child.
Oh.
Which was really weird. And basically points to his song called Mother I Sober to say oh, I get why you're so obsessed with these because this happened to you. It has nothing to do with me. But Mother I Sober, he literally says that he was not molested as a child, but his mom was. And so she was super paranoid that he would be or something. I don't know. He got the lyrics all wrong and it was just really bad. So ugh, that sucks. Then this someone made a website, modeled it after, I don't really understand this part of it. Like, sorry, I'm not like a Kendrick stan. I'm a Kendrick fan. Let me be clear about that. He has a website called Pull Up in the Good Kid Mad City Van. What? He has a website and his website is like OKLA I am or OKLAMA.com, Oklahoma. I don't understand. I don't know what the fuck it's called.
Okay.
But someone created a website that was very much modeled after Kendrick's website, like similar font, like all same layout and shit, and called it OKLiar.com.
Oh shit.
And posted like this old ass YouTube video of this random like group of people. Like, I don't even know what they were. They were like very much like a pop culture, like whatever. And one of the girls was talking about how she was staying at the Hard Rock and they got a call that some rapper like beat the shit out of this woman and the cops were there and they had to do all this reporting and da-da-da-da. It's a very candid conversation. Like, you can just tell, like, they're just, like, hanging out after a thing and, like, chit-chatting and filming it. Like, it's very bizarre. Very 2009 YouTube coded.
Okay.
And she's like, yeah, I'm not going to say who, whatever. And then eventually she's like, I'm just going to say it. It was Kendrick Lamar. And they were like, oh, shit. And then they're all like, allegedly. Like, I don't know. Sorry.
So they're both pieces of shit.
Yeah, like that's clearly true. Whatever happened at the Hard Rock Casino that night or the Hard Rock Hotel is clearly true. Like, those people had zero agenda. They clearly, I don't even know if they were rap fans. Like, they were just like having a very candid conversation about something that did much take place. Like,
okay.
Very much did take place.
Were they rap fans?
No, it didn't seem like it.
Okay.
But anyway, so then, and there was like a bunch of other shit on this website, but it was like stupid and corny and like whatever. And people were like, oh, Drake's doing all this instead of dropping another song. And I'm like, Drake did not make this website. Like, are you guys fucking brain dead? Like, you think that Drake
made the website?
He's like in his lair, like OKLiar.com, like just like
that's so
coding.
Funny.
Like, what? It was like some random person. Okay, but then I have to show you. This is like actually crazy. Okay.
Okay.
This new Twitter account gets made called like Ebony Prince 2K24. Business only, present your offers.
That's what they called me in high school. Kidding. Allegedly.
This gets made in May of this year. Like, it literally got made the other night.
Okay.
They post this creepy... It's giving, like, the Riddler. Like,
ooh.
Number 1, King Kendrick Lamar is not a liar and I am not a thief. Number 2, Mr. Aubrey Graham and Mr. Livingston Allen, DJ Academics, have until noon Monday to retract your claims of theft or my attorney and I will exhaust every legal option available. Then they take a video of all of the stuff that was in the album artwork for Meet the Grams that we talked about last episode. And they just like have it. Like, they just have it. And there's also like shoestrings tied to everything. Like, it's fucking weird. And the creepiest music you could ever imagine is playing in the background. And they're like on the balcony of what I assume to be a hotel, and then like pan around and they're like in the city.
It's Nicki Minaj.
No, people are like, it's the daughter, it's Adonis, like it's
Adonis
Future,
is crazy.
Like, yeah. And then they're just like at TMZ, at BET, at Shade Room, at Rick Ross, at Shannon
It's
Sharp.
probably some insane methed out fan.
No. Okay. Then they say to Mr. Aubrey Graham, parentheses Drake. They say this every time. Like, yeah.
We know.
May this photo help jog your memory as to where you discarded those items. The issue and the photo should also jog your memory. Jimmy Brooks would not have been proud of you that night.
Is Jimmy Brooks his character on Degrassi?
Yeah.
That's hilarious.
And, okay, so I don't even understand what's going on. But this person is literally just like breadcrumbing until Monday, because that's when they have until.
Okay.
And claiming that they're calling this anonymous person a thief. Clearly not damaging your reputation, though, because no one knows who you are.
Right.
So, like, no one's walking around town like, this person's a thief. Like, what? And so, remember I had said people think that somebody stole his suitcase and that those were the items in the suitcase.
Mm-hmm.
So they think that this person works at the hotel where that happened and that he actually just, like, left things behind. Potentially after committing a crime or, like, left jewelry for someone as a payment for something they had done for him. Like, I have no idea. But look at this fucking photo. That's what they put. I think this is Drake, but it's so tough to say. And then this person's wearing like an OVO shirt, and then we have no idea who this is.
So there's some shady shit going on.
Okay, but like, so my first thought was like, did they kill this person? So people think that something he did at that hotel got 2 hotel workers fired, and now this is one of the hotel workers, and they're like mad. But then there's all this other added layers of like, what did he discard, and what other items has he discarded, and why is he discarding them, and like what's going on?
I don't like it. I'm so confused.
I'm like scared.
I'm scared, confused, and I think that it's Hollywood. There's just some shady shit going on. I hate to break it to you. Yeah. Right.
It's just someone who works at a hotel that feels wronged by him.
Yeah.
It's only they're trying to get enough followers to get one of these outlets to pay them for their story, which is why they're not just like saying it, which is crazy. And it seems kind of like there's nothing there.
I don't know. It seems like there's something there to me. To me, it seems like all of those, if you were the one that did something wrong, you would know exactly what they're talking about.
I stopped recording at some point, so. For sure.
So.
But it's also like a lot of nonsense in there. Like.
But that's what I'm saying is like, maybe not if you.
Oh, I don't mean like the things that we don't understand. I mean like the actual verbiage of like the sentence structure is like, what?
Yeah, there's something weird going on.
Really weird.
And I don't like it.
I think that they worked security at a hotel, or they worked the front desk at a hotel, or like whatever that has high profile people come in. He stayed there a lot. I think it's in New York. And they had to do certain things for him, and then he ended up cussing them out, and then they got fired. And that's probably the big story.
Well, maybe. I
don't understand the lost items of it all.
Or the photo of the person.
I don't understand that part.
Yeah.
Someone said he's a journalist. He has like journalist in his bio, and he's just like a guy, and he may have just like been there.
Okay.
I do not know. But
Ooh,
I guess
so
we'll find out, or we won't. I'm very confused by it all.
I would assume we won't.
But I've also just seen like a lot of people have like psychotic breaks, and their tweets and posts sound like so eerily similar to that.
Yeah.
Where you read it and you're just like, oh, okay. Like Baby Storm, for example. Or like people that I've like known, like just like who like break one day and just start saying like crazy stuff on the internet.
Yeah.
But I'm sure something happened. I just don't know if it's going to end up being like as big of a deal as they're like presenting it to be.
Yeah.
Like it really could just be like Drake cussed out service workers. Oh my God, he's a diva.
It could be.
Or it could be Drake murdered someone in his hotel room and had us discard the evidence.
Yeah.
So we'll see.
Well, yeah, or we won't.
Or we won't.
I'm scared.
It's the shoestrings for me too. Like why is
tying all the evidence
up
together?
But what makes me
it.
think it's like crazy is that tweet that they tweeted with that video, if you go to their replies, they then started they started replying to every single person who even mentioned this beef with their own tweet.
Okay.
Like just spamming, trying to get someone to like pick this up. So that to me was just giving like desperate, weird. I don't know. If you really have a story about this, I feel like anyone wants to pick it up right now, and someone would have called you and
I'm
asked
sure
for
someone
a little
has,
bit of information.
and they were probably like, okay, no.
Yeah, so either they're saying no to all the offers because they're not high enough, or whatever they're telling these outlets are like, okay.
Yeah.
Like, so I don't know, but
maybe Drake's team is paying all these outlets not to.
That could be true.
Because they probably have more money.
That could be true.
Okay.
Yeah, so sorry, that was a lot, but like,
I did not expect that. I'm so scared.
Yeah, and again, the internet just ruined this beef, truly. Like, it could have just been the songs and we could have moved on, but now all these internet people are just
It's
doing
dark.
way too much, and it's just like creepy and like weird.
On my radio show the other day, I have a little segment on Kiss 107 where I talk about pop culture stuff. And John was like, I think next week we need to talk about the Drake beef. And I was like, I can't. I don't know. First of all, it's like a 3-minute long segment. And also, like,
I know how.
What exactly am I
going to condense it?
And now and I don't know, like.
And, like, nothing about this is appropriate for the radio anymore.
I know.
Like, it's not cute and fun. And I don't think John on air should be talking about it on Kiss 107.
Completely agree. So I'll be talking about I'm working late.
Because I'm a singer.
That actually does bring me to my next topic.
Perfect.
It is Pop Girl Summer.
100%.
I just showed her the Charlie XCX video. Her new song 360 is fire.
Cunt.
My new like summer playlist is all like,
oh, send it to me.
Sabrina Carpenter. We've got.
I'm loving Sabrina Carpenter. You sent me the funniest fucking tweet. That was like a screenshot of a text, and it was like, your unemployed friends be like. And the text was like, I love espresso, but SC just like really doesn't have the juice like Olivia Rodrigo. And then the employed friend responds and says, I'm still working. Wait, you sent me the actual funniest tweet earlier. I was like,
about Phineas and Ferb.
Yes.
It says, what if Phineas and Ferb were a drag duo and their drag names were Skinniest and Serve?
Like,
that's us.
What if?
Tag yourself.
That's like, just like, that's funny, okay? Like, that's like a funny thing. But like the fact that somebody thought that and tweeted it is like.
I was thinking that too. I'm like, how did they come up with that? People are so funny. I was looking through my Finsta the other night. We used to be funny. I want to get back to that.
Yeah, me too. Welcome back.
Thank you.
The flame on it is so crazy on the vape.
Oh, I know.
The electronic.
We're on the Razzes now. Sponsor me. Or don't. Like, sponsor my
Please
hospital bills.
What I would love is one day if we could get sponsored by those like fake vape companies that try to get you to stop vaping, and they're just like vapor.
Yeah, those are so expensive.
They're so expensive, which is fucked up.
I know.
Like, why would you not be the same exact price as this? It's the same thing minus nicotine. Like,
yeah.
What? So yeah, I think you guys should come down on your price points because if you really wanted to help people.
They don't.
But I think they're small businesses, so
true.
They're probably just doing their best.
Cute.
But I think everyone should try those. I want one because now like I want to vape because everyone around me is vaping and I just love like the oral fixation of it all. But like I'm never gonna vape.
Don't.
But like I love that there's like a little like alternative, like a mocktail for vapes.
True.
Anywho, what were you saying? Pop Girl Summer, yeah.
It's Pop Girl Summer. I'll say it. I took a walk this morning. And I went and got coffee. The coffee shop on my street I haven't been to in a while. I forgot that their coffee sucks and makes me feel insane. Like I'm shaking to this
like
day.
Nitrous.
Yeah. But they also built a bar inside of the place.
You're
like a
lying.
wine bar. It looks so cute
Is
in
it
there.
just wine or do they have little cocktails?
I don't know yet.
Okay, so I don't know if you guys know. I don't know who our viewers are, but I'm very much the coffee connoisseur. Like, I do coffee reviews. It's like the whole thing. And I love local coffee shops. And I love this local coffee shop for their vibes. And like
yeah, the
owner
workers
seems like
are
a
so
sweetie
nice.
Sweeterson, but the coffee is actually the worst coffee I've ever had in my life.
It does not taste good.
The worst latte I've actually ever had in my life. came from there and this other place. And I won't say their names.
Yeah.
But atrocious.
Yeah, it was not good. But I did get oatmeal and it was so good.
I love oatmeal.
And then I was on crack because of the coffee. So I literally took a 3-mile walk.
You were going like full me during the work week. Like you were like tweeting like, what a beautiful day it is to be alive. I'm loving this. You were probably responding to people's Instagram stories.
I
Like,
was.
loved
I
it.
texted. No, literally look at this. I texted every single mother that I know saying Happy Mother's Day. It got dark, but it was such a good time. And I had a great day.
I love that. Sometimes you just need a little coffee and a little walkie to get you.
And a little pop girliness.
Yeah, truly. I love that for you. Especially because...
Are we doing it?
We have to tell them. Unless you don't want to. Then we can just
Maybe not yet.
cut this.
Can I pee first?
Yeah.
I feel like I'm about to go live on Good Morning America.
I know.
My boyfriend and I broke up on Tuesday. And here's what I'll say. Because like I told you, I want to tread lightly. I don't want to talk about it too much because there's still a lot of love there. And like, I don't want this to be like a, I don't want to Taylor Swift him.
Totally. Yeah, our fans are rabid too. They would go and attack him on all his socials. Guys, please don't send hate to anyone on our behalf. We do not want to weaponize our audience.
I really don't.
Please. No hate to anyone.
Who even watches this? Like, literally, who watches this?
That
Anyway.
was kind of the bit.
Yeah.
So I'm saying
I
that
know,
to our
I know.
84
No one's going to do
viewers.
anything. Yeah, my boyfriend and I broke up. What I will say about it is that it was a really hard week, but also my sister got engaged this weekend.
Totally.
So once that happened, like, everything kind of flipped for me because I was around so much family and friends.
And love.
And love.
And love is possible again.
Thanks.
Everyone there has been through breakups, and they were all fine.
That's so true.
Do you ever think about that? I don't. I'm thinking about it right now for the first time. But like when you're just walking around the world, like
Everyone's got some shit.
everyone's been through a breakup. Like almost.
Yeah.
Like 97% of the world probably.
My aunt and uncle have not because they've been dating since like 5th grade.
They're part of the 3%. Sorry, I'm just trying to keep it casual because we don't want to get too.
Yeah.
But we did have to inform our audience. But I mean, is there anything you'd like to say about it?
Yes. I, per usual, was just overwhelmed with love from my friends. Like, I tweeted some dramatic shit as one does. And so many people like texted me, and my sister got engaged, and then we were like at a bar after, and she pulled me like into the bathroom and was like, I'm just worried about you. Like, I want to make sure you're okay. And I was like,
At her engagement celebration.
And I was like, okay, let's talk about this another time. I'm okay right now. Like, whatever, because her engagement. But it just like struck me like, okay, people like really, really care, and I'm in good hands.
Yeah.
So I'm going to be okay. I also hope he's okay. And that's all I'm going to say about that. Out of respect, and it's fresh.
Super fresh. Like days fresh.
Mm-hmm.
Has not even been 1 week.
But yeah, I miss him.
Yeah. Me too.
Yeah. I have a magic trick.
Well, I was going to like wrap that up.
That was it. I think eventually I can talk about my journey because in the first episode we were talking about my insecurities and all that stuff.
Totally.
And in regards of that, I am doing active things to better myself.
Totally.
And that's all you can do. You can learn and grow.
You've gone to like a month of therapy, which is great.
I just got 2 books about that type of thing, anxious attachment styles.
There she is. I love that. Thank God.
But also I was like, why did I get 2 books about the same thing? It probably has the same information.
Oh, are any of them like workbooks or are they just books?
I think they're just books.
Okay, maybe you can return one.
I'll read.
Wait, are they from Amazon?
Yeah.
Dude. Like, check them out. But I got this book called The Art of Letting Go on Amazon, and it AI wrote the entire book. Like, it is the worst book I've ever read.
Yeah, but
in my
that's like a
entire
popular
life.
book.
I
But it's
thought
like
it was.
it is, but that's like a Rupi Kaur type vibe. You know what I mean? Like just like I was, like he loved coffee and I was whiskey type thing, which like slay, same. But
Okay, I thought
so the one
that
you
it
got,
was,
you know the book that You Can Heal Your Life?
Yeah.
It's like another popular like self-help book. The Art of Letting Go is also like that.
I thought that it was a popular book because it sounds like a popular book.
I think most people are just fucking dumb.
But when I looked at it,
That's rude. You guys are not dumb.
I wasn't sure
Some of you
if...
are.
No, like, this book is weird. Like, I do think I got, like, scammed or something.
I know, but I think that, like, it's just, like, one of those, like, Tumblr books. Like, I don't think it really is, like, renowned.
Because, like, I thought this was, like, a really popular, like, book. But then, like, The Art of Letting Go, The Power of Letting Go, Letting Go.
Well, I think a bunch
The Art of Letting Go. That one actually looks more like... There's, like, 29 different books called The Art of Letting Go, and I do not know if I bought the right one.
Oh, yeah, because it seems
The
like...
Art of Letting Go, How to Let Go of the Past, Look Forward to
For
the
sure.
Future.
So you definitely did
like
just...
that one has 1,800
You got
reviews.
a knockoff.
Mine, this is the one I got off Amazon. 224 reviews, 4.5 stars.
So that's not that's the one you got?
Yeah.
Yeah, you're reading the wrong shit, baby.
Let me try to find like...
Mine was like therapist recommended, not The Art of Letting Go. But maybe I should read The Art of Letting Go. Maybe I should read the knockoff of The Art of Letting Go.
A bit redundant. There are some helpful tips, but overall I found myself zoning out as portions are repetitive. Also, the font is quite large, leading me to presume that the repetition was in hopes of elongating the book. Not a bad option for someone just diving into self-help, but a tad light on insight for me. That's exactly how I felt. Like, I was like, they're telling me like 8th grade concepts, and this is how the entire book was written, okay? Like, they would like introduce a concept, explain the concept, give an example of the concept, and then the next page was
Where is it?
different.
I'm gonna read an excerpt.
No, like I made Mackenzie read an excerpt. Like it was crazy.
I stepped on something, but I think we're good.
It was probably a chip.
Okay, we're gonna do an excerpt
See
of
if you can...
the knockoff Art is Letting Go by Nick Trenton.
Yeah. Also known as a robot.
You took notes, or is that a bookmark?
That's a bookmark.
Okay.
I don't even know. Just a to-do list she made. No, go to where the bookmark is and read like the page before it. Because like the point at which I stopped reading it is when it got so bad. So like right here is where I realized.
Kira is feeling overwhelmed and anxious. She has been dealing with a lot lately, including work stress, family drama, and financial struggles.
Totally.
She probably watches this. With so much on her plate, she feels like she can't see the whole picture of her life or make any rational decisions about what to do next.
Right.
That's when Kira hears about psychological distance, an approach that could help her take a step back from her situation and gain clarity on what needs to be done. Remember, psychological distance is all about creating mental space between yourself and the problem.
And I guarantee that sentence right there.
Well, by looking
is
at it
written
objectively.
7 times on the while they're explaining it.
Gotcha.
Like that's the thing.
And like that's a good point. But
yeah,
it's
but
like,
they probably said it literally like 8 different times, 8 different ways on these 3 pages.
Yeah, literally.
Because that's what they do. They just explain the concept by repeating the same thing over and over again. Then they give you an example that just repeats the same thing over and over again.
I mean, this is a good point, but I see what you're saying.
If you read the entire...
No, wait, the end. As she looks down at everything going on below, suddenly things don't seem as serious anymore. Even though there are still many challenges ahead of her, she now realizes that all these events will eventually pass away too. Pass away too is crazy.
Yeah.
While other new ones will come up instead. Just like clouds moving across the sky each day.
I mean, slay.
Yeah. Is that literally telling us to just ignore our problems?
No.
Okay, well that's what it sounded like.
And then they give another example and it's Danny. And then they give another example and it's Sarah. And then they move on to the next topic.
Yeah, it sounds awful.
Like, it's just crazy. It's good tips, but it's just like the way that it's written sucks. So
Yeah.
like maybe I could get through it. Maybe you should read it.
What you could do also is take the bullet points of like the things they're talking about and look them up, not in the book.
Totally.
Like,
that's
what
a
is
good
this
idea.
actually? How do I...
I think for me, like, the type of letting go that I need to do is not in this book.
I would venture to say the same, probably.
Like, stop overthinking, stop negative spirals, and find emotional freedom. Like, yeah, I overthink everything, but this isn't helping me with like anxiety.
Yeah,
Like
right.
this is helping me detach emotionally, essentially, from all different types of situations, which is good. And there were some tips in here, but I feel like my thing that I need to like let go is like other people's shit. And I don't know that that's going to be found in this book. Like, it's more about how to
manage your emotions.
yeah,
In general.
like I'm having an argument with my boss, I should walk away from it. Like, okay.
Okay. Yeah.
But maybe I'll keep reading it.
Maybe.
Anyway, I haven't read it in months.
You could get something out of it, but yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think that's the main one.
And that was the thing, is like I will get something out of this, but it's like 300 pages. Like, do I need to read this book to get something out of it, or should I just find a different book?
I mean, it's a quick read, but
Oh. To me, that's crazy.
I'm reading Goblet of Fire. Well,
Which is like 900.
I'm pivoting to my
pages.
self-help books.
Love it. I love self-help books. I'm like, you should read The Four Agreements.
Yeah, you told me that. I
It's
will.
like insightfulness for babies. Like, or no, sorry, it's babies.
Thanks.
No, I meant to say for beginners, and I meant to say babies first self-help book. Like, just it's like I think I've said this before, but it's like the Wolf of Wall Street for like enlightened people or whatever. Like, everyone's like,
Heard.
The Four Agreements changed my life.
Wolf
But it's
of Wall
still
Street
really good.
is so good, though.
I know,
love
it's
that
such
movie.
a good film.
I'm gonna watch it tonight. Okay, I have a magic trick. You don't want it anymore?
No, thank God.
It's
I'm so happy.
okay. I was like, it's the dumbest trick, and it's not gonna amaze the audience.
I
but-
know I've said this a million times, but like
Okay, shuffle these.
a magic trick will really do it for me. Does it matter which side?
I'm gonna
is
show
up?
them the cards first.
Okay.
So it's a deck of cards, but it has number sequences, like different ones on all of them. So I'm gonna have you shuffle them.
Okay.
And then pick you can flip them over, they're yours. I just wanted you to shuffle so you know I'm not up to any funny business other than genuine magic. Pick a number that's on one of those cards. And then
Pick a singular number. Like I would pick 43 or I would pick a card.
43. But then
Okay.
you're going to hand me all the cards that have that number on it. And the other ones you have to put face down right here.
Oh God. Okay. God, that's a lot of work on the part of the participant.
It's not. You pick a card and then out of 6 cards, which one has that number, you hand me. And the ones
Only one has it?
No, multiple of them have it.
Okay, just 1 second here. Okay, got it.
So every card that doesn't have that, put face down right here.
Only one card doesn't have it.
Okay. Now hand me those. You can shuffle them more if you want.
I just wanted to make sure I got them all.
Okay. Now you can't really see, but I'm putting them all face up right here.
Mm-hmm.
Is it 53?
No.
Wait, really?
Are you serious?
Wait, I got it wrong for real.
Yeah. That's not my number.
Is it 63?
No.
I'm so confused.
These are the cards that have it on it, right? And this card does not. Right? I just want to make sure I did it right.
Is it 61?
Yeah.
Oh. Ta-da!
What? Ta-da.
Well, that was supposed to go better than it did.
Is that the only one you've learned?
Yeah.
I love it. I mean, is there just like...
No, it's intuition.
No. Okay, well...
It's magic.
You need to work on your intuition, I guess.
I
Then.
sure do.
What if I did it again?
Okay, do it again.
Let's do it again.
Let's do it again.
Let's do it again and see if you can get it.
I'm sure I can. Hand him to the wizard. 12.
Are you fucking with me?
It's 12.
Yeah, it is.
Yep. See, that was more impressive, wasn't it? Do you know? Did you figure it out? Kidding, because there's nothing to figure out because it's genuine magic. I went to Waverly Place and got...
Yeah.
Yeah, what?
I think it has something to do with... Oh, I know it's not magic. That's all I know.
It is magic.
Right. That was really good, though. Yes, it was 12. You got it right.
From Diamond Toys Ltd.
I want to do this 10 more times.
Do it again.
I'll do it one more time.
See if I get it again. I do want to learn a trick that our audience can see, though, next time. 9, 6, 8. I didn't even look at them.
I know.
Just guessing. 7.
Girl, what?
That's my lucky number.
Stop just guessing and do the trick.
I did.
Well, it's nothing you've said.
It's not 7?
Or 6 or 9 or 8.
Oh. Well, there's a glitch in the cards. Genuinely. And it is the number 7, which is apparently now my unlucky number.
It was 39.
Well, 39's on this one, too.
Well, I didn't see it.
Oh. Okay. Well, that's why my magic was off.
No, I
you didn't give me
know.
the right card.
So if I had given you this to look at and these were face down,
I would have said 39.
You would have?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I messed up.
Okay,
Sorry
do it
about
again.
that.
I've gotten 2 wrong and 1 right, so
That one was my fault.
it was.
I am so sorry about that. That's why I said this is a lot of work on the participant because I have to scan these and be right.
Mm-hmm.
And that's hard.
So there's not a glitch in the system, by the way.
No, yeah, I just messed
There's
up.
a glitch in her brain.
Okay, hopefully I did it right.
28?
Yeah! Okay, you got it.
I got it.
So maybe even the times that you got it wrong, I also fucked up.
No. I think I just wasn't feeling the magic.
Okay, cool. Well, that was great. Bobby also couldn't even see that one. They need sleight of hand.
They need optical illusion.
Yeah.
Okay.
They need scarves coming out of your throat.
I wish.
We spent way too much time on the magic trick. I can't believe I literally forgot this happened. I went to the Bold and the Beautiful live.
I didn't even know that was happening.
It was inspiring, truly, because the way that they can just yap and chit chat, and just see, this is why we'll never be successful.
It's about this. Just
Okay.
keep talking.
So, just the way that they can just flow, you could tell that it was not planned. Canceled was very much we have segments and we're gonna, they literally came out there
And they're we got it.
sat back and just talked into the mic and they went over by 30 minutes.
I love that.
They just kept going and going and going. They had stories that they had planned to talk about or things that had happened, but
kind of like how we do. We have topics, but then it just is a combo.
yeah, but theirs are so much more. They'll have
They're
3 topics the whole time. And they'll just expand and expand and expand and expand and just go crazy. And
That's hilarious.
sometimes I want us to do that more. I think we're always so focused on getting through our topics.
Yeah,
that,
maybe we should just...
We always try to transition to the next one. And I think it kind of makes our dialogue suffer a little bit because we're thinking about how can we get to the next topic.
I agree, because if you and I would talk about the first topic, whatever it was, for hours, if we're just hanging out.
Yeah. To death. I will beat a topic to death.
For sure.
And then I will revive it and I will suck the life out of it again.
Well, Thursday night, Aaron and Mackenzie both called me. I didn't see it. Aaron had texted me. Oh, wait. This is so serious.
Yeah, he didn't answer and I literally said, this is so serious.
Meanwhile, going through a breakup, and I also didn't have my phone on me. I've been doing walks without my phone sometimes.
Yeah.
And then she texted me an hour later and said, "It's literally not. LMAO, don't call me back." We went to the Bold and Beautiful live, and Trixie said she was on Grindr looking for weed, and I was going to ask you to find her, but I simply made a Grindr, obviously. And I said, I thought she was in rehab. And she said, that's Katya, babe. And I don't have Grindr, by the way.
But you're familiar with the system.
Yeah, you click on the guy and then you fuck.
But did you like delete your account or did you just like delete the app?
I deleted that. I wouldn't know my account.
Okay, well, I was just thought maybe if like you just re-downloaded the app, we could just do it.
Oh, no.
But I also
Not
called
like that.
Tyler, and because Tyler was like there too. Tyler
Okay.
went, so I'm like, okay, you're close, because you know they'll show you. So I'm like, okay, if you're basically still like here, the closest person to you is probably her. Except this show was full of so
Right.
that was not helpful at all.
Mm-hmm.
But anyway, I simply made a grinder, and I made my name Trixie. I have weed. But I put spaces in between each word so it didn't fit. So it just said Trixie, I have...
Trixie, I have so many questions.
Trixie,
I have diarrhea in the bath.
That's so funny because Katya world premiered a song called Black Diarrhea, and it was awesome. No, it was disgusting, but it was actually a great song.
Okay.
But...
That's her espresso.
Then I ended up deleting the spaces. So then it said Trixie, I have weed. And I found someone that I genuinely believe was her. Because we stayed at the venue because we found their cars. While we were walking back, like, because we were going to walk back here, we saw, like, 2 Escalades sitting outside of the back door with, like, a Jeep truck in front of them. And, like, we were like, this is where they come out.
Right.
So it was, like, us and then, like, 2 other groups of, like, 2 people just kind of, like, lingered, which was so creepy and insane. But the whole time that we were there, like, everyone had kind of left. And this person was still 0 feet away from me. And their name was, like, X. They had no photo. Their album was locked. Like, all that shit. So I was like, I think it's her.
I love you, but that literally could be anyone.
I know, but there were only a few
Everyone.
that were 0 feet away that had done that.
Okay.
And, like... I searched I clicked on all the ones that had no picture because I was like, there's no way. She's like, hey, it's Trixie Mattel. Like,
Right.
So I looked at all those and there were just ones that I could tell weren't her. Like they were genuine people trying to find people based on like their bio or like their preferences.
Right.
Like I knew this was the most like basic, nothing going on profile and they were 0 feet away. So, like, I thought it was her. That was, like, the one that I was, like, most, like, okay, it's probably her. Then we see them leave, get in their car, drive away. As they're driving away, they're getting further away from me. So I'm like, okay, it's probably her. Then we walk back here. I live very close to a lot of hotels in the area. We figured they would be at the AC, One Lytle, or 21C. And, like, the amount of, like, miles that I am away from them is how far away this person was. And then the next morning, their next show, the next day was in Indianapolis. The next day, they were, like, 76 miles away.
Okay, definitely.
I'm like, it's her.
Yeah.
But then I was like, okay, it could have been any other gay person at the show who had traveled from elsewhere and stayed the night here and then left.
Or, like...
But I think the fact that I stayed around for so long and no one else did, like, unless... The other people waiting were women. So unless someone else was doing the same thing I was doing, which is insane, I don't think that many people were doing it.
The album locked. It's not that. Like, what do they do? Make an album and then lock it? If they were just trying to find Trixie.
Yeah, no, exactly. So I think it was her, and I'm gonna die on that hill. Trixie, if you're watching, please tell me if you were X on Grindr that fateful night, who was 25 years old.
Oh.
My phone died. I do not know when. It wouldn't be a Did You Mean to Say That episode if we didn't fuck up literally everything technology-wise around us.
Yep.
We're like a tornado
Aw.
for technical difficulties. Like, we just come in and suck up all the technical difficulties and spit them back out on our podcast.
Cute.
I love that. So anyway, yeah, that was a crazy night and a crazy thing, and I am crazy. I will do anything. Like, if I put my mind to something...
It's happening.
It's happening.
Well, it didn't happen. But
I'm
you
like,
made a grinder, and I'm proud of you.
Yeah.
And I was like, if you see anyone cute, let me know. And he said there were cuties on there.
Like,
I'm sure there
2.
are. Yeah.
Mostly none.
I don't know. I do not think I will ever download Grinder again. I was such a hoe for years. Like, I'm over it. I want to date. Let's get back together. Did you hear something?
No,
It must have been the wind.
I don't know what that was. I think you should never recover from being a slut, famously, like I said on this podcast.
It's just, I'm such a hopeless romantic.
Yeah, well, yeah.
Well, what? I was not fulfilled
So much.
when I was just hoeing around, but I thought it was so fun. But I don't want to go back to it.
It is fun.
I'm not saying I'm never going to hook up with someone. Let's really do
Table
this.
it.
Yeah.
No, I don't think you should be on Grindr ever again either, and I've said that always.
I won't.
Like, I do think that you can have casual things with people.
Yeah,
if
for
you
sure.
need to during times when you're dating, and I think that, like, that's kind of the era you should be in now. I think you should take some time.
Yeah, I'm like, I need to read my books.
But, like, I think, you know, before you jump back into another relationship, even if it's in, like, a
As
year.
if, yeah.
I'm saying, like, not tomorrow, but, like, before you get into another relationship, I always recommend a little, like, casual date. I think everyone should casually date people non-exclusively, like, for a little bit. Even if you do end up dating them, there should be a period when you first meet someone where you're just getting to know them and you don't put the pressure of we're exclusive and we really like each other and this is going to be something. Because then you basically just are in a relationship already.
Yeah.
Like, you've already set those boundaries. You've already put those restrictions on each other. You've already put that pressure on each other and yourselves. When, like, it's totally fine to see multiple people at once, to date multiple people at once. Like the true sense of the word dating, not like we're dating.
Right.
Like, I'm dating someone right now. I'm seeing someone right now. I think everyone should have a roster. Like, it's a whole thing. And you know what really changed my perspective on, like, dating and life and relationships was, like, a few years ago, I was just watching Friends from, like, a different lens. And shows like Sex and the City and shit, where it's just like,
date.
God, I want that to be my life. Like, we should all have experiences. Like, we should experience as many people as we can. And being someone who's been in a long-term relationship for so long, like, all my single friends, I'm like, girl, get it out. Because you are going to miss it. Like, you do miss that. Like, it's not even about fucking or anything like that. It's literally about, like, new experiences.
Yeah.
Like, it's beautiful to be comfortable and locked in and have someone feel like home and, like, all that stuff. It's great to be secure, but it's also so fun to have, like, novelty and just meeting people. Like, I don't really, like, I'm never, if we stay together forever, like, never going to have a talking phase. I'm never going to have a getting to know someone on a deeper level phase. Like, we know each other.
Yeah.
Like, obviously, you grow with people and you learn new things about them and, like, they change, you change, whatever. So that's new. But, like, it's so fun to just, like, meet someone new and, like, unlock new layers of them.
I'm glad you think that. And one day I will too.
You don't think that?
I don't feel that. I agree with you. But, like,
You don't like getting to know someone? Or you don't like...
That's just not been my reality. I don't date people. I've never really casually dated.
You literally have. You always discredit yourself.
I'm not
you
discrediting
always say,
myself.
I haven't been in that many relationships. I haven't dated.
I barely. Who?
You want me to name all your boyfriends ever?
Not my boyfriends. Guys I've casually dated. I don't even know, like, who you're thinking about, though.
I don't know any other names because you're so secretive.
Who's
I don't know.
Oh,
yeah.
I would have dated him, though.
I know.
Is what I'm saying.
There's so many. That weird guy that I hated that you liked for a little bit, whose name was probably Michael.
It was Michael, actually.
Yeah.
Aw, he was weird.
Yeah, and, like, there's just so many people that you've, like...
Remember when he said, "Don't call me baby"?
Yeah.
Classic.
Was something.
We were seeing each other, though. Like, that was a little more.
That was your boyfriend, no?
No, I just always said that he... Not while it happened, but he's my ex.
I think that maybe you're not casual in your head about it, but the reality is that you have casually dated. You have also been in relationships, and you always say, like... I've heard you literally say, like, I haven't never really had a boyfriend, or like I've never, and I'm just like,
Well,
girl, what? Yes, you have.
What I will say though to that point is this relationship was definitely more like adult relationship, not just
This
like...
was definitely my favorite one, which
Yeah, me too.
sucks. But like, this was definitely more like real.
Yeah, for sure.
Like, but it just wasn't the right situation, unfortunately, and that just is what it is. It wasn't as it's fine.
Yeah. We don't need to go there right now.
We don't need to go there right now. Anywho, yeah, so casually date or like whatever.
Yeah. Leave in the comments if you think I should get on Grindr again.
Never suggesting
I'm not
that.
I'm not
That's
going
what
to.
I always used to say to you, though, is like, what you're looking for is not going to be found on Grindr ever.
Yeah, and that's why I got on Tinder, and the
It's
first
just-
guy I met I fell in love with, and now I'm heartbroken.
Damn it.
Well, what can you do?
Yeah, well, yeah, I think you should eventually, whenever you do get back out there, get on normal apps.
Yeah.
And, like, meet people in real life, too.
Yeah.
But, like, the Grindr's just, I don't think you should ever get a Grindr again.
I'm never going
Unless
to
you
Grindr.
really just do feel like fucking or whatever, and you just, like, want to do that. But,
I don't. Well, yeah, I don't right now.
yeah.
Anyway.
None of this is for right now. This is not advice for right now at all whatsoever.
Right now I'm going to read my books.
Right now I'm going to read my books.
And keep going to
and
therapy.
take my walks.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think that was my last topic. I can't remember because my phone died.
That was last for me.
Okay, cool. Well, I think we've got a good little...
Yeah.
We needed to reel it back in after last week, so this was a nice little dose of
Yeah, I feel
normal.
amazing.
Yeah.
But
I do.
yeah, I feel great about the episode.
Me too.
And in life.
You do feel amazing. Like, you're having an amazing day.
It's so dope.
Take it day by day. Like,
Yeah, for sure.
and like right now, well, maybe not since we talked about it, but like,
Right. But I'm
we're
about to
feeling
like
great.
drive, listen to my playlist again, go to my parents.
Hot
It's so
girl
nice
summer,
out.
so
Hot
nice out.
girl summer.
Two things can be true too. You can be sad and having a great day.
Exactly.
Yep.
Anyway.
Thank you guys so much for watching. Like, comment, subscribe, share. We love you, and we'll see you in the next one.